come on, truck. We have very important work to do. I don't want to go. Come on. We have to find out what we're doing today. Ugh, stupid trucks. Okay, we're here now. Driver, you go find out what we have to do. Wait, hang on. What's going on? What's happening? Help, help! Ah! Where am I? I don't know where I am, but I have to find someone who can help me. Maybe a station. Or maybe even the Fat Controller. Uh-oh, this hill looks steep. I better go slowly. Oh, fizzling fireboxes! Bust my buffers! Botheration! Oh, but the station, it's just there. My lucky day. Fat Controller. What happened? Where am I?
Well, Thomas, I decided you deserved an upgrade. Now you're on the big railway.
Oh, how exciting! What would you like me to do?
Well, Thomas, you can start by... Wait, hang on. What's that?
My brakes are broken! Help me! Yikes! Don't worry, Percy. I'll be round the track to help you in no time. So what happened? Well, Thomas, I was going along, and then I crashed into something which damaged my braking system. It's back there on the line. I'll go back and investigate for you, Percy. It must be around here somewhere. I can't see anything. Oh, wait. I think something fell down the embankment. Look. Fizzling fireboxes. I know what that is!
Well, everyone, in case you haven't already realised, I now have the Bluebird Miniature Railway set. But, as you've seen in the video, there are some many differences and many interesting things, as with its smaller cousin, about this set, and some that I just simply can't explain in this review. I hope you liked the introduction, and now on to the first thing, the box. Well, here we have it, the box of the Thomas the Tank Engine Friends Miniatures Bluebird Collection Miniature Railway. Very descriptive, I know. Now, as we can see, once again, this has a nice box art, with faces that, on Thomas maybe, on Percy not so much, but generally depict what the set is about. As we can see, Thomas with Annie and Clarabelle, Percy with the troublesome truck, there's that little shed there, the crane, Bulstrode the barge, and there's Bertie hiding behind there. Once again, we've got the same kind of text that we've seen in the packet of the smaller sets. The simple highlights. Interesting to note that it says no batteries required is something which is on the front cover of the set. Then we have, unlike in the other sets, small pictures and diagrams of the set inside. But just something else interesting to note, once again, for many a time there is more discrepancies between the pictures in this set, in these small diagram boxes, than there are with the final set. Have a look at this. Percy's face is different, as is the troublesome truck. And the turntable, the tracks on it, are not painted yellow. Now if we turn this over, we can see a very clear picture now of the set inside, and diagrams pointing to all the working features. Once again, it is strange in this how, despite the fact the original set is meant to include 2 sets of these barrels, mine only contains 1 because it was used, this picture only shows 1 set. Despite the fact that we can see the context here, 2 stacks of pipes. And there we go, there's the Bluebird brief. Lovable characters, this one I can't agree on. Oh, well, maybe not Bulstrode. He was in 1 episode and we all hated him. But as we can see, quite a nice set. And if we compare the boxes, quite a large difference in size. Interesting to note that the box art looks like it's been done by a different drawer, because we can see Thomas's face is very different in this as it is into this picture. But that's enough about blabbing on about the boxes. Now on to the next section, which are the characters included. Okay, here are the characters in the set. We got one troublesome truck with a smiley face. Interesting to note that in this set all the faces are relief, not stickers. But why? Well, I'll explain that in a second. There we go, so that's the truck there. Then we got Percy with a so-so face. As we can see, nice detailing of the pistons and the wheels. Simple printing. plain back with the hook coupling. And overall, quite a good model. Thomas? Oh, no, sorry, the face is quite strange if you ask me. I prefer the sticker face, to be honest. And we've got Thomas once again on the side, nice model. However, just to show you the differences between the Thomases, and I will go back and show you the differences between the trucks, we can actually see that the fill-in bits between the wheels on the side are blue rather than white on the original. Now we've got Annie and Clarabelle, very nice detailing the wheels, quite like that. And they actually have couplings on both ends, so you can attach your truck to the back of them, even if there's two coaches attached already. Whereas the truck does not have a coupling on the back, so only one truck can be attached, even if you had multiple of the sets. As we said, we've got the relief noses, and we've got them actually facing the right way. Annie with her typical surprise face, even though she got it twice, I think, in the television show. And then Clarabelle with her smiling face. Now I've got Bulstrode, quite a good reproduction of Bulstrode. However, I have to say I think his face is a little bit strange. Just a screaming sort of face, and far too small for the size of his cab. And then we have Bertie. Now, his face is a bit worse where, and if you ask me, his face is really quite odd. But as actually a model, quite a nice little Bertie model here, with actually, as we can see, moving wheels that roll along. That's actually quite a nice little Bertie. So we've got quite actually a nice, if this camera comes back into focus. Nope. Okay, there we go. All better. Now we can see here we've got a quite nice spread of engines. Now also included, however, is an undetachable character. That's right, it's the Fat Controller, who once again we can't see because my camera is not focusing. But that's besides the point. We can see the Fat Controller, he's attached. Now because of his small size, about 1 centimeter high, in many sets on eBay, you've got to be careful, he's often snapped off. And now I'll quickly show you a comparison in the Thomases. Holy, they can't be from the same series, can they? Ah, but they can. And here I'll explain to you in the next section of this review. This is completely and utterly ridiculous. These characters are almost double the size, if not maybe even triple. But it's at least double the size. That is why, as I said before, Thomas has got a 3D molded face, as is a truck, because of their huge size. Now if you have a look at the bottom, flip over the truck, we can see the enormous difference in the wheels on the bottom, and this truck actually has a little plastic knob, so that unlike the truck which as I showed you in part 2 of this review, when we put it on its wheels it leans forward, like so. The truck on the other hand stays up straight, well, sort of straight. Straighter, anyway. And that's an interesting feature there, but this is where I pose the question, why on earth, Bluebird, would you make sets that are not compatible with each other? So after discovering this, I have a feeling this is how it goes. This set is compatible with the James set, which is very small, and compatible with, therefore, the small James included in the set. This set is quite possibly on its own, and the magnetic set is probably on another scale of its own. I know for a fact it has different couplings, but it's probably another scale of its own. And this is the thing I found most disappointing about this set. I'll talk about the faults in a second. But, I mean, I was looking forward to being able to use my Thomas with the face that I like a lot better, and have him be able to travel out onto his branch line and interact with Terence before travelling back to the main line. However, this is not possible, and I would have loved to see Percy deliver some trucks, and be able to have 2 troublesome trucks in the set. However, this strange choice to make this track a lot larger, when things like the crane and the turntable and this moving crane could have all been done in a smaller scale. So I pose the question, why would you try and change the scale on these toys and make them non-compatible with each other? Very disappointing for child's play.